Welcome to Deep River Farm, folks. I just wanted to let you know that we're getting ready to put out a lot of content. You're going to see some stuff from Flat Rock on our delivery yesterday. I put out a few short videos prior to us leaving. Yesterday was a very, very busy day. I didn't get a chance to upload anything, but I wanted you to see what the generous donations have led to in Flat Rock. We made connections with Brother Bud Mcall. He's the guy that's doing a big part of delivering these goods. He's finding these people back in the hills that have not had any help at all, and he's been able to contact them. He's built a network of people back up in the hills that he finds, and then they know of somebody. So it's just kind of like an increasing staircase, so to speak, of how these folks are being found in the mountains. Brother Bud still says there's recovery to be done, and he's finding these folks in the mountains almost daily. And if not, he knows people that are on back up in there. They're still trapped. They hadn't seen any help or anything. But I wanted to let you know that we made our trip yesterday, and we delivered 4 covered trailer loads of goods. I think there was 4 pickup trucks that pulled those. It was quite loaded as well. And of course the tractor trailer, and we did have some stuff on the bus. And we carried about 22 people up into the mountains with us yesterday to help deliver these goods and services to these folks. And they were very, very much appreciative. You're going to be seeing some stuff come out. I've got to figure out how to edit all this stuff. I've never done any editing. Everything you've ever seen me do has been live in one take only. And that's just how I roll, because I'm not that smart on how to edit this stuff. And I'm gonna have to probably get some help to do it. But my friend over at Bankton Creek Farm, Brother Jason Albright, he's knowledgeable in this, so I'm gonna have to seek some knowledge out from him on how to do this, and go from there. But your generous donations, I wanted you to see firsthand what's going on, where they went. And the amount, those people up there were completely flabbergasted, so to speak, on all the stuff that came in yesterday. And we're going to show all that, but I wanted to put this out there to let you see that it's coming, and to let you know that there's some stuff on the shorts that you can view. And we're also going to be posting some photographs and things on the community board. So if you go straight into the Deep River Farm channel and go to the community board, you'll see the post of some of the pictures. Bud got us into Swannanoa. We went into the Biltmore village there in Asheville and looked at it. Went down along the Riverside Drive where it was just completely devastated, and lots of businesses washed out. And then we got word before we left the church that Highway 9 was passable. I didn't say open, I said passable. They had road closure signs up, and it said authorized personnel, and we was told we could get through there, that they's been able to get a dump truck through there. So we went around the barricades and went through on a recommendation from a fellow there at the church who said he's been through there with his dump truck. So we went through, and I'm going to tell you folks, it was bad. It was a tornado and flood combined, the way it looked. They had just got the Highway 9 cleared with the where they sawed the logs into, and basically just picked them up with a grapple and set them over the side of the road. Lots of the roadways, folks, are completely washed out, and I was nervous pulling that church bus through there. We had a 24-passenger bus. It's about the size of a UPS truck, I'd say. And we maneuvered through there. There was a lot of overhanging limbs, a lot of debris hanging out. A lot of places the road was completely undermined, and I was off on next to the edge of the mountain, off in the edge of the ditch, to get squeezed through because I was scared with the weight of the bus and stuff that the undermining could possibly collapse. And it's not a place that many people's been able to get since they just opened it up for being passable, not open to the general public, but passable. And the amount of destruction and stuff in there, folks, was just beyond my comprehension of what I'd seen. And this was down in Bat Cave. We was able to get into Bat Cave. That's where this is at. And it was tore up. I'm going to tell you, it was tore completely up. Just unbelievable what these folks has had to go through. And I see now how it's been inaccessible. And I don't even know, from what I saw, how in the world the mule teams was able to even get back in there. But Brother Bud said they're still using the mules. We didn't see them yesterday, but he said they're still using the mules to get back up and reach these people who've been cut off. And we saw people that's houses was on the side of the hill, and the river went through and just cleaned it out. Some of the rivers went from 30 or 40 feet wide to 200 feet wide and just completely moved over. We saw that. And all on the way around. We also went down to a place called Big Hungry, down right 10 minutes from the church, and went down and saw where the dam was completely blown out. And just a big old gaping hole on the side of the dam all the way into the rock of the mountain, and all the devastation that took place and the amount of force that went through there. And those people on the other side of the hill there are cut off, so to speak. It takes them 45 minutes on an ATV just to get back around to where they can get out to a main road. And they got a little tiny footbridge built across. They had a zip line built out across there to supply goods across the river there to the people on the other side, but Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha told them they couldn't use that. And after getting run off, more or less on the account of some people's parents was on the other side of that river, FEMA was urgently requested and basically removed from the area and told to get out because they didn't control what was sent across. That the people of the church and those people that had family across there were going to see to it that supplies went across despite what Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha was going to allow. They kicked them out, folks, and that's the best thing that could happen. Now there's goods and stuff going across there for those people to be able to receive. We found a lot of information out. We're going to post an interview that we did with a lady from Burnsville and her experience, and she's lost her job, and all those, her business was flooded along with 6 others that was in the same complex. And you're going to hear her story. You're going to hear what Brother Bud is seeing up in the mountains as well. I want you to stay tuned. It's going to take a little bit to put all this together, but I know you'll be anxiously watching to see what has transpired and what we've seen. And we'll tell you, folks, the camera does not do it justice. You can see all of this through this YouTube channel, but once you're in the devastation, it's unbelievable of what these people went through. I appreciate you joining us today. Folks, I'm going to encourage you that the next round is going to be to help these families. We're going to have to help them. Insurance is not there. The government's not there. It's we, the people, that are going to help these people. And through the churches and their efforts, that's how it's going to rebuild their lives. So we're moving into this phase of helping the families, and it's going to be very crucial for you to look at this. If your heart's being led by the Lord to donate to this, the Central Global Methodist Church is going to be handling this, and they were able to go yesterday and see it for themselves as well, how bad it was. There was a lot of churches went with us yesterday, probably 10 or more, maybe 12, 15, I don't know the number. There was basically somebody there from every church that's helped support this thing, run through Midway, Wesleyan. But the next phase is going to be helping these families. So I urge you to contact the Central Global Methodist Church at 629-1425. If you could just help a little bit, that'll be okay. It's the numbers of people that help that make a big amount to help somebody. We can't help them all, folks, but we can help some. And if other churches get involved in doing about the same thing and step up to the plate and help these folks, it's going to make a tremendous difference. Now, some of the houses that's been there a good long while, they're not going to be able to be replaced. Rebuilt. They're going to have to be bulldozed. A lot of them's just broke slap in half. The foundations are gone. They're sitting on the ground. Some of them were sitting down the river. We seen some down the river from where they were. We saw people that had their houses on one side of the river and cars and tractors and everything, but they can't get across, folks. 40 feet down where the river cut down through there, and they are having to walk around and come down and go down an area where they can get down and access it by foot right now. And some of them areas, you can't even get an ATV across there. I don't know how they're getting stuff across unless they're using a zip line type deal to get goods and stuff over there. But there was a lot of people down in there working and trying to salvage stuff and so forth. But it's pitiful, folks. And the next phase is to help all the families we can with rebuilding and everything on their life. And I wanted to tell you that Project Santa has stepped in a big way to help these little children at Christmas. It was touching to see it. So your donations to Project Santa went through. I saw it yesterday. It was, like I said, it was heart touching. But anyway, we got to get these families through this, folks, and you gotta understand. I would say this would be a combination of a tornado and a flood and a windstorm all combined. That's how bad it is. I've seen hurricane damage. I've been in the hurricanes. I've been there as a lineman repairing stuff. I know what's been in a hurricane down on the coast. Folks, this does not compare to anything I've ever seen. I've seen places flooded. This does not compare to what I've seen in my life. I've been in tornadoes and worked areas of the tornadoes, but this is nothing like I've ever seen. I want you to watch the upcoming videos, folks, and if you're at all possible, maybe somebody needs to be the megaphone for your church. I urge you to step up and be that servant, to be that megaphone to help these folks. 336-629-1425. That's the number of Central Global Methodist Church in Asheboro. 300 South Main Street, Asheboro, North Carolina, 27203. We're getting hundreds of calls wanting to know how to help. And we're working on that. It's a thing that we've never undertaken before, something we've never seen before. But yesterday's visit, after we donated all this stuff that you people sent in to us through your graciousness and the Lord tugging on you to do so, we saw stuff of epic proportion. Something we've never seen. Pitiful. See these people out there trying to clean up what they had left. Lucky to get out of it. Just in the nick of time, climbing up the rock faces to get out of the torrent of mud that was coming through. to hear their stories was amazing. Brother Bud shared one of where his friend parents was killed. He tried to get his family out. He went back to get his parents, all of his parents, sisters' families, all gone by the time he got back in 10 minutes. They were all gone. So folks, if you get a chance and you can get into a location and you want to see for yourself, drive into Swannanoa, drive into Biltmore, and see all the mud that they went through with the road graders and just piled up on the sides of the road like snow. All the debris. Like I said, I'm going to put pictures on the community board of this channel. And I'm going to post videos. Now, it was hard to take videos. I was driving the bus. So I'd hold the camera up right out of the windshield. Some of the videos only 20, 30 seconds long. But it was stuff that I felt like was important for you to see. You know, it's hard to see and talk about things without an illustration. This is what is best we could do is an illustration. But it's showing. I appreciate you joining us today on Deep River Farm. These folks need help. We all need to pitch in and help them. Y'all have a blessed day.